Bruh. Y'all need to tell me if y'all saw Beyonce's new documentary, Homecoming, on Netflix. And for those of y'all who saw it, y'all need to tell me that that shit was not fire. Like, that documentary was fire. You can't even lie. Even if you're not a fan, bruh, you can't tell me that that wasn't well put together and she did not work her ass off during Coachella last year. Like, yo, even if you don't like her as a person, you have to respect her artistry and the amount of dedication and hard work she puts into her craft. See, that's the type of thing that I want to do. Like, I want to be a part of and create like massive epic performances like that have to go down in the history books. Like, that is how it's done. Like, shit, like, made me want to relive my college days and made me wish that I had gone to a HBCU, bruh. Like, that's how she made me feel. Like, yeah, it had me lit in the midst of cleaning out my room trying to repaint. I had me wanting to be out there being a part of the staff team. Like I could do that. Like, see, had to bust out the whole paraphernalia from the step team. You feel me? Like, I didn't have sororities or fraternities in my college, but we did have a step team, and it was the closest thing we had to. We were lit. And I really do miss stepping, and that just reignited my love for stepping. Like, Beyonce, like, if you want to do a redo, call me. I know a few people that we could really shut shit down, like, for real. Just now, I wish the topic of today's video was as chipper and as positive and as upliftment as that of the Homecoming documentary, but unfortunately, I would be lying. But nonetheless, I feel that this must be said because this is a serious problem. Like, no funny. We need to talk about this. I am sick and tired and sick of this whole concept of a cancel culture. I feel like we need to throw away the cancel culture. I personally feel like this whole wave of canceling people and this cancel culture needs to be out and done away with. Like, we need to kill this, we need to dead it, we need to throw it in the trash and never let it come back because it just makes no sense. Ironically enough, social media, which was supposed to bring us all together and, accumulate a wealth of ideas and have people have an easier and more accessible way to gain knowledge, has truly dumbed a lot of people down. Like, social media has really had people stuck in their own bubble and has really insulated people from the harsh realities of what is in the real world. In other words, social media got a lot of y'all mother hella delusional, okay? Like, I don't understand. With the advent of technology, we're supposed to progress as a people, but it seems like we are regressing. It seems like a lot more of us are exuding rather primitive behaviors and behaviors that are hindering to our progression. Like, social media exposed a lot of people and their insecurities. Social media has brought out the worst of people. Social media has brought out the ignorance of people. Social media, I don't know. It's just, it has unleashed a wall of anonymity. Anonymity. There we go. We have been secure in anonymity. Social media has, in essence, become a shield of anonymity where people feel like they could be keyboard thugs and keyboard gangsters and say whatever the hell it is that they want to say that's extremely out of pocket online without any repercussion. Though if they really tried that, even attempted to try that in the real world, they would suffer vastly different consequences. Now, I am from the old school. If you say something slick out your mouth, you're going to get hit with the 1-2 and that's it. I come from that era, you know? And I still believe in that. Like, what are we doing? And one of the horrible things that has been brought about because of social media is this whole concept of cancel culture, where we feel that we have such moral superior judgment, where we can just cancel any and everybody just because they say something that is not in line with our beliefs, just because somebody says or does something that we don't necessarily agree with, we are quick to cancel them. Like, bruh, like in the real world, where they do that at? Now, you don't need for me to tell you that this whole concept of cancel culture is straight up bullshit, but I'ma tell you why anyway. Now, there is just so much wrong with cancel culture, but allow me to dive deep into it right here. Now, jumping right into it, number one, cancel culture has created a culture of hostility. And the reason why I say this is because it has created and it has embraced a culture of cult-like and hive mind behavior. It's created a culture where you can't even say anything that remotely disagrees with the vast majority of people's thought processes for fear of being shunned and being ostracized and just being dragged through the mud. Especially when it comes to favorite entertainers. You can say something like, oh, I don't like Beyonce. I don't like Rihanna. I don't like this person. I don't think this person is really that good. And you have a vast majority of people, online thugs, who will be quick to just chop your freaking head off for disagreeing. Like, how dare you have a difference of an opinion? How dare you be an individual? How dare you utilize sound judgment? Well, my bad. I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to think for myself. My bad. I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to have a difference of an opinion. My bad. Oops. And to be quite honest, having this hive mind and this cult-like thinking is very, very dangerous. And it does not foster growth and understanding between different people. How can you learn to accept people and understand other people's point of view and think and learn and grow from people if you just shut out people who just have a slight difference of an opinion than you do? That doesn't create an accepting environment. That doesn't breed growth. That doesn't breed progression. That does the complete opposite, okay? By you being stuck in your ways and by you only surrounding yourself with people who are the same as you, who think the same as you, who act the same as you, how can you expect to foster a community and undo a lot of the harm that has been done due to misjudgment if you don't even take the time out to at least hear what the other person has to say? Now, I'm not saying that you have to agree with the other person, but at least hear them out. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you kill prejudice. That's how you kill misinformation. That's how you be cultured. But it seems like a lot of y'all don't want to do that because y'all are so damn stuck into your egos and you're so damn just full of yourself that you just want to be around a bunch of yes people, that you just want to be around people who stroke your ego, that make you feel good. That's not realistic. It is not. Now, number two, I just feel that cancel culture is just not realistic. And it's very childish. Like, you really gonna cancel somebody just because they said something you didn't agree with? Just because they different in an opinion than you do? Newsflash, like I said before, not everybody has to agree with you. It doesn't matter. You're not really that important. Doesn't mean that they are horrible people. You gonna cancel everybody in the world at one point? Because there's going to come a point in time where you're not going to agree with the next person. You're not going to agree with everybody in your life. That's unrealistic.
Too many of you guys hold too much weight to opinions. Like, in the grand scheme of things, opinions don't really mean shit. But y'all take opinions way too seriously. And y'all like to sit here and argue opinions like they're freaking facts, when opinions are just that, opinions. Social media has you guys just jaded to the point where y'all are sitting here and debating opinions like they are facts, like they are something that can be proven, and got you guys trying to disprove and disbelieve facts, like factual evidence and factual information where you can do research on. Nobody really gives a shit about an opinion. They don't have to.
And number 3, cancel culture, to be quite honest, is completely ineffective. You guys are gonna cancel somebody 1 minute, and then the next minute, once they drop a new song, the next minute when they do something dope, you're gonna be quick to uncancel them. So your canceling of people is not consistent. And you don't cancel people when they deserve to be canceled, when they should be canceled. You don't cancel people when they originally show signs of problematic behavior. You keep forgiving people for the dumb shit that they do, but whenever they push your buttons and they do something that you don't like, then you want to be canceling people. Things don't work out like that, because that means that you ain't shit either. Cancel culture is just terrible because y'all don't keep the same energy. A lot of y'all exhibit a lot of hypocritical behavior. Like, y'all don't cancel people when they really should be canceled, when they have their first onset of problematic ass behavior. When they first exhibit signs of problematic ass behavior, a lot of y'all tend to ignore it because you like them. It doesn't affect you. What they didn't harm you in any way, shape, or form, so y'all be quick to let it slide. And a lot of y'all agree with a lot of their problematic behaviors, and y'all will try to stupidly justify their problematic behaviors, the ones that you like. But let them say some shit that you don't like, it's a wrap. Like, no. Keep that same energy. Like the late, great Maya Angelou says, when somebody shows you who they really are the first time, believe them. A lot of your problematic ass faves, to be quite honest, has been shown y'all time and time and time again that they ain't shit. But because you rock with their ain't shit behavior, y'all let it slide. Like, no. Y'all are the same mother skunks that want to act like y'all are holier than thou, and you are a good judge of character. Like, no, my dear, no, You low-key, high-key ain't shit. And I don't like people like that, because then that shows me the type of person you are and the type of things that you will and won't allow. Like, I don't think y'all realize how often y'all be snitching on yourselves and y'all be telling people who you really are without even saying who you really are. Disgusting. Like, let's take this whole Kodak Black. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, first and foremost. It's funny how, mighty funny how, a lot of y'all want to call to cancel this man for being disrespectful, for trying to shoot his shot at Lauren London. And y'all want to call to ban his music and ban him from coming to this city and that city for being disrespectful. But this boy has been shown y'all that he was utterly disrespectful and he has no filter. First of all, I didn't hear none of y'all mother skunks call to make a petition to cancel him from when he was disrespecting dark-skinned women. But y'all want to say, Okay, you can have a preference. That's fine. Even though it's not really a preference, it's rather exclusionary. If you specifically won't date a certain group of people, that's not a preference, that's an exclusion. It's fine if you don't want to date a particular group of people for whatever reason. You have the right to feel how you feel. But that doesn't mean that you have to shit on black women any chance you get. You don't want to date black women? That's on you. Good riddance. We don't need you. Trust me, I'm not upset. I'm not bothered. If you go ahead and you date other people, that's fine. But you don't have to shit on black women every chance you get. What is the point? If you like Latino women better, if you like white women better, go ahead. Go date you one. I'm not going to stop you from loving who the hell it is you want to love. Who the fuck am I? But at the same token, you don't have to drag people down to put other people up. You don't have to do that. That's not necessary. If you don't like us, then leave us the fuck alone. I don't like somebody, but I'm not going to consistently keep my name in their mouths. That's stupid. Why would I waste my energy on something that someone I don't care about? Or I claim to not care about? You just looking for attention at that point. Boy, gweh. But like I said, none of y'all came and checked him for being disrespectful, for shitting on black women. Because a lot of y'all low-key agree with him anyway. So cool. Putting that to the side. I didn't see none of y'all call to cancel him when he was brought up on them rape charges. But those are only allegations. Those aren't allegations, sweetheart. The girl's rape kit came back positive for his DNA. So that's more than allegations. They have proof that he raped that girl. So what's your excuse now? Because a lot of y'all low-key want to be rapists. If y'all could get away with it, y'all would. If y'all could get away with screwing kids, screwing 15, 16, 17-year-olds, if y'all could get away with that nastiness, y'all would. So I didn't hear a lot of y'all call for the disrespect with that. Moving on. But I didn't see a lot of y'all calling to cancel this man because he was hitting on Young M.A. I didn't see a lot of y'all come to say that, oh, we need to cancel him because he's disrespectful, because he's hitting on an obviously a stud. Y'all didn't call him disrespectful then. Y'all was silent. But now that he disrespected Nipsey Hussle and wanted to get at Lauren London, now he's disrespectful? Come on. Like, the stupidity. Like, y'all are hypocrites. Y'all don't keep the same energy throughout. Like, no. And then you want me and others like myself who think the same way to take y'all seriously? Get the fuck out of here, bro. No. I ain't taking y'all jokers seriously, because when it's time to act and when it's time to truly cancel somebody for being problematic, y'all want to give it a pass. Like I said, because probably you low-key agree with them. But let them say or do one thing that you don't agree with. Oh, it's lights out. Like, no. Next. Same thing with R. Kelly. Why did it take this long to mute R. Kelly? He should have been canceled ever since that whole sex tape came out. Even before that, ever since he married a 15-year-old. There is absolutely no justifying that buffoonery. Now, if you justify that foolishness, something is mentally wrong with you. Y'all don't cancel people on the first onset of problematic behavior. You give people chance after chance after chance and then try to make it seem like they're a good person just because they do one or two good things. Doing one or two good things does not outweigh the negative stuff that you have done in your past. Like, come on now. Especially the negative stuff that has directly harmed people. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, no. What is you saying? You sound dumb. You sound real dumb. You look stupid. Come on. Where the hell is your brains at? But then again, sense isn't so common, and you do anything for people that you don't know and who don't know you. But okay. Y'all like to cancel people when it's convenient for you, but not when people's lives are directly at risk. Not when people are directly affected by these negative actions of your faves. But you don't care about the victims, right? You don't care about the people that your faves hurt, right? You would just be quick to overlook that, but because they drop a bomb-ass song, you gooch. You don't care. You don't care unless it happens to you, huh? And that's the horrible, horrible, horrible way to live. And this is why we need to do away with cancel culture. Because cancel culture is toxic. Cancel culture is not realistic. Cancel culture creates hypocrisy and creates an environment where toxic people can roam the earth harming people, and we will sit back and allow it because these people stroke our egos. As long as they keep feeding us things that make us feel good, we will throw all judgment out the window, and we will continue to praise and elevate these people and put them on a high pedestal. And unfortunately, that is the world we currently live in today. You should be very proud of yourselves. Clap it up for yourselves. You should be very proud. Your parents did a good job raising you. Like, nah, we gotta do better. We seriously have to do better. And we need to think for ourselves. And when we see problematic behavior, we need to hold people accountable. We need to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we do and the things and the negative behaviors that we allow into our lives or that we see. Because a lot of negative things that happen to people and a lot of harmful situations that happen to people didn't have to happen if we simply held each other accountable. Or we gonna most likely go back doing the same old things because y'all don't hear me though.